They're breaking in.
I've got an idea.
I'm stuck in limbo. I can't stop them from here.
Yes, you can.
Hello, this is Jordan, and this is aka WWE fan, and aka 21 Jordan fan, and you're watching WGS-TV.
Welcome to another installment of WGS-TV right here on YouTube.com/WrestleGamer and ZFXTV. I'm Double B Billy Boudreaux, as you can see, being joined by Cody right here. Cody, say hi.
Hi.
And Jody right here.
Hi.
And we're going to check out...
Hi.
No, they heard you. They heard you. Well, we're going to check out Iron Man 3 right now, and as soon as the movie's over, guys, we're going to come right back in here and give you guys a full review. Alright, guys and gals, we're out from the movie Iron Man 3. Now, I know a lot of people are saying, why didn't you say something at the credits? Because they always do something at the end. Well, current company included didn't want to stay, so go figure. So let me go ahead and give you guys the gist of it and give you guys my thoughts about what I saw. Of course, Iron Man 3 does post-date right after the events of the Avengers. And Tony Stark really not taking the whole situation that happened in New York very well. He's getting it like anxiety attacks, some PTSD, and so yeah, he starts suffering with that at the beginning of the movie. Next up, we start having the threat of the Mandarin. Now, the Mandarin is unlike the Mandarin that we've seen in the comic books, the whole supernatural thing, with them going after, with the guy going after rings, he's a green guy. No, the Mandarin is a terrorist group, and they're targeting, of course, the United States of America. And the storyline plot is, they want, America wants to send a message in the form of Colonel Rhodes, aka War Machine, but they felt the War Machine name wasn't patriotic enough, so they have to go and they're going to rename. It's basically Iron Patriot is basically, I'm going to say, guys, maybe, spoilers, but it is just basically War Machine painted up red, white, and blue. Now, we storyline wise, I'm not going to spoil too much for you. I must say, for an Iron Man movie, I was quite impressed. Hard pressed to say a lot better than Iron Man 2. Even though Iron Man 2 wasn't really that bad, I just think the hype wasn't there. But they had some good hype for Iron Man 3, and for it to follow the events of the Avengers, kind of keeping that Marvel storyline of sorts, I really thought that was a very good move. It kind of makes sense to kind of follow that. Now, as far as any hinters or spoilers or anything like that of, anything to come, especially as it pertains to the Avengers 2, I know that probably they're not starting filming for the Avengers 2 until next year, but we've seen, glimpses and stuff like that. There were no apparent, I will say this, there were no appearances by the Shield, no Agent Romanoff, no Nick Fury or anything like that, but no appearances from any other of the other Marvel characters. Nothing from what I saw from the Avengers or anything like that, and so on and so forth. This was not as action-packed as the Avengers was, which really made the Avengers all really stand out. I thought there was still a lot of good action sequences in this movie. Now, of course, for it to follow the Avengers, you expect for it to have that Avenger-esque feel, but this isn't an Avengers movie. It is Iron Man. Iron Man is kind of like you know, even though Iron Man is a part of the Avengers, it's a different brand of movies. You know, it's got its own trilogy, as far as I'm concerned. So don't get the feeling that you're gonna see the same kind of stuff as you would see in the Avengers movie, which preceded Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3, you know, if they really want to close out the trilogy, I think they really, you know, just have the Iron Man thing as a trilogy. I think the Iron Man 3 was the perfect way to kind of send it off. They kind of closed out a lot of things, a lot of situations, as it pertains to Tony Stark in this movie, which kind of leaves a lot of questions about, you know, what will his involvement be in the Avengers 2. So there are a lot of ways they can go with the storyline with that as well. So Jody, what was one of the things you liked about Iron Man 3?
Iron Man did
all of the Iron Man that you saw?
Yeah.
Cody, what did you like about the movie? All the Iron Man and the superheroes? Yeah. And Iron Patriot?
No.
You didn't like Iron Patriot?
Yeah.
But you liked Iron Man as well?
Yeah.
If you guys want to really see a really good, you know, like I said, if they really want to close out Iron Man 3 as a trilogy, then Iron Man 3, like I have said, did that in a sense. But we also got to worry about the follow-ups as it pertains to the Avengers 2, which starts filming next year. I'm really looking forward to what they come out with that. I'm going to go ahead and give it a 4 out of 5. I thought it was a great performance. Robert Downey Jr. really found his niche as Tony Stark. Gwyneth Paltrow as Pepper Potts was great. Don Cheadle as Colonel Rhodes, great job. And then we had Ben Kingsley portraying the Mandarin. But like I said, I'm not going to spoil the actual storyline as to what happened. But as far as the story goes, you know, I really enjoyed it. It was unique in a sense. And I think that, like I said, this was an all-around great movie. I have to give it a 4 out of 5. So what I want to know now from you guys out there, the viewers and subscribers, your thoughts about Iron Man 3. Hold on, dude, I'm almost finished. Be sure you put your comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and favorite this video. And don't forget to please subscribe to youtube.com/WrestleGamer and youtube.com/ZFXTV Network. So, for Jody, say bye.
Bye.
And Cody.
Bye.
I'm Double B Billy Boudreaux,
Bye.
saying thank you very much for watching.
Stone Concerts. Stone Concerts. Stone Concerts. Stone Concerts. Spiritual speaking. Stone Concerts. Stone Concerts. I'm Haley Ring Rose. Stone Concerts.
My name's Andrew Weatherall.
Spiritual speaking. Stoke Concerts.